Sugar returns with its second season on Apple TV this week, with Colin Farrell delivering another fantastic lead performance as the highly charismatic and silky smooth private investigator, John Sugar. Set in present-day Los Angeles, Sugar is drenched in classic Hollywood nostalgia, making frequent cutbacks to movies from the golden age of the American film industry that parallel Sugar's various and perpetual dilemmas. With his sharp clack suit and his vintage 1966 Chevrolet Corvette Sting Ray convertible, Sugar himself appears to be straight out of an old John Huston or Howard Hawks film. Following the shocking reveal that Sugar is secretly an alien in human form sent from his home planet to observe humanity toward the end of Sugar Season 1, the series abruptly adopted a sci-fi element that threw many viewers, including myself, off guard. What was once a heavily stylized yet straightforward neo-noir became a complex, perhaps convoluted, metaphysical drama about what it means to be human. Sugar Season 2 takes this revelation and rather impressively expands on it to the point where it rivals other existential dramas like Wim Wenders' Wings of Desire, all while cloaking itself as a slick summertime mystery series. Colin Farrell is magnetic as the good-natured detective John Sugar. Colin Farrell is once again so convincingly cool as John Sugar, a name that sounds so made up even characters within the show scoff at it, in Season 2 of Apple TV's best detective series. With the cat out of the bag about his true identity, Sugar stays on Earth to crack another case in the shadows of Los Angeles, all while the looming mystery of his extraterrestrial sister, Jen, looms in the background. Sugar races around LA in his vintage car with a new mission of locating the older brother of a rising boxing star, all while drowning in his sorrow about the series of mortal sins he committed in Season 1 while searching for Olivia Siegel. Farrell brings such an interesting balance of grit and empathy to John Sugar, a man who wishes the best for humanity and still succumbs to its darkest vices. Although the true magnificence of his alien powers remains mostly unclear, other than transferring a brief moment of otherworldly bliss to humans as he did to Amy Ryan's Melanie in Season 1, Sugar is forbidden by his own kind to employ any of his magic in the earthly world. One would think that his alien abilities would make him next to immortal compared to his enemies and make these missing persons cases a whole lot easier to solve, but Sugar Season 2 rarely leans into the sci-fi element it introduced last season. It's hard to imagine another A-list actor playing John Sugar at this point because Farrell is, in a word, magnetic in this series. It would be quite easy for any actor to overplay the cool factor in the protagonist, which comes so naturally for Farrell, while also conveying the inner turmoil of a man who is essentially destroying himself for a greater good. Sugar's relentless determination to solve both mysteries in Season 1 and Season 2 comes from a place of hopeless desperation, as if he is only existing to prove to humanity that good people, even angelic figures, can still exist in today's world. Sugar's love for classic movies is enhanced as a character device after he's revealed to be an alien in Season 1, as before it only added to the overall Hollywood neo-noir tone and perhaps the creators, Mark Protasevich, The Cell, I Am Legend, own interests. Now, however, Sugar's status as a cinephile attests more to his yearning to not only understand humanity but to see and replicate the best in them. He commits himself to being a larger-than-life hero, since he really is one in secret, but chooses to do so within the limitations of the human condition. This alone adds integrity to the sci-fi twist that many, like myself, were not initially on board for last season, and Farrell proves in Season 2 that he understands this essential motivation in his character. Sugar Season 2 strengthens its cast and classic Hollywood tone. Apple TV. Only a handful of Sugar Season 1's cast return in a significant capacity in Season 2, making room for a slate of new characters to either assist or confront Sugar during his latest investigation. Among the most notable cast additions are Shea Whigham, a friendly yet no-nonsense government agent, Laura Donnelly as the sophisticated and mysterious Charlotte, and Tony Dalton as the formidable Ray Vega. Rounding out the main cast of Season 2 are Gene Ha as Danny Moon, Raymond Lee as G. Moon, and Sasha Calle as Val, who are all directly involved in the story's main mystery. Between its refined cast and distinctly cinematic style full of slow dissolves and classic Hollywood editing techniques, Sugar Season 2 offers a more established vision of what Season 1 felt like it was going for. The overall tone of the series has settled into itself, allowing more space for characters to take the forefront of the screen and the flashy, sometimes overdone, visual elements to serve more as a garnish than a main dish. Sugar Season 1 nearly lost me with some of its superfluous camera work and pseudo-artistic editing that seemed to add dramatic flair for the mere sake of it, but these aspects feel more intentional and effective throughout Season 2, creating a more cohesive product and viewing experience. With its second season, Sugar has earned the title of Apple TV's best detective series in my book, although I'm still keeping my eye on Vince Vaughn's Bad Monkey Season 2 when that arrives sometime in the near future. I thought Sugar Season 1 was certainly flawed, and Sugar Season 2 does have its murky areas, particularly with its story that gets occasionally hard to follow or feels like it skipped a few steps in its natural progression, which does admittedly deter its overall entertainment value. Some viewers may have disregarded this show entirely after the sci-fi twist, but largely due to Farrell's star power and amicable nature, Sugar Season 2 impressively pulled itself out of a narrative hole to provide Apple TV with a detective franchise it can rely on long-term.